Hi guys. If you're listening to this right now, then that means that all merch left over from the drop is 35% off for Trash Friday. And I'm giving everyone listening to this episode first dibs on it before announcing it on Instagram. So if you have been wanting to get yourself some merch to officially become a trasher, now is the time, because when it's gone, it's gone. There will be no restock and I never redo any designs. So code is Trash Friday 35 and you'll get 35% off at checkout. Link to merch is in my Instagram bio at the Weekly Trash, 2 E's, THEE Weekly Trash. And don't forget to tag me when you guys get your goodies, because nothing makes me more happy than seeing you guys in it. So I love you and enjoy this episode. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Weekly Trash, the safe place to cleanse your mind, body, and soul of all that trash you consume this week so you can consume some more tomorrow. I'm your host, Josie Van Dyke, and I'm sitting next to my youngest guest ever. She is so freaking cute. I just want to give her a big old hug. HALLE SANDBERG, everybody. Welcome to Weekly Trash.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be on.
I'm so excited you're here. You're so cute. Do you feel like you're 19 or do you feel like you're older?
I feel like I'm older. I'm actually young for my grade. So when I graduated, I was 17. So I've always felt like I'm like a year older than I am. So all my friends are 20 right now. So I feel like I'm 20.
You feel like you're 20?
Yeah.
Because like to me, you're like a baby, but like you're not. But I'm just like, you're just like a cute little baby. I just love you. And we met in St. George. We went on a mixers trip.
Yep.
You were there. And you had all your friends.
I did. I brought the whole crew with me on that trip.
Whole crew. Did you guys have so much fun?
We did. It was actually my first time that I had hung out with one of the girls that was there. She did my nails. And I just randomly invited her to come. So it was super fun.
Wait, that's so nice of you and so fun. Yeah, no, I was like, who are these cute little kids? Like, because you had just graduated high school, right?
I was a year graduated.
Yeah. And I was like, who are these girls? Oh, they're just TikTok famous, full on killing it at life. And I was so pregnant. I was so ugly and fat and pregnant and gross.
No, not at all.
But you guys got to feel a little Banksy boy in my body.
I did. It's the first time I've seen an actual foot pressing out in the stomach.
Isn't it so crazy?
It's so crazy.
It's so crazy. But yeah, after you left, I obviously stalked all of you guys on Instagram and TikTok. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they're like all so cute. And you're a big freaking deal. Like You're like Beyonce of Instagram and TikTok.
Oh my gosh.
So we need to talk about it. We need to do a dumpster deep dive into who you are. So HALLE, where are you from? Today's dumpster deep dive is brought to you by Road to Baby. Did you know that 1 in 8 people in the U.S. alone struggle with infertility and have difficulties growing their family? The team at Road to Baby understand the pain and frustration that can come with infertility, and they are there to help you navigate that often bumpy road to parenthood. Road to Baby is a surrogacy, egg, and sperm donation agency based out of San Diego, California, who connects those in need with surrogates, egg donors, and sperm donors to help them grow their family. Road to Baby believes in fairly compensating those who make these dreams of parenthood come true. First-time surrogates working with Road to Baby receive a minimum of $56,000 for their incredible dedication. Egg donors are generously compensated at $10,000 per donation, and sperm donors each earn $5,000 for their first donation. If you've ever considered becoming a surrogate, egg donor, or sperm donor yourself, I encourage you to reach out to Road to Baby. You have the power to change lives and make parenthood dreams come true. And wait, there's more. If egg, surrogacy, or sperm donation isn't for you, but you know someone who might be a perfect fit, you can earn $1,000 in referrals for egg and sperm donors and $6,000 or more per surrogate referral. If you or someone you know is struggling with infertility, remember that you are not alone. The experts at Road to Baby are there to help you navigate this often challenging path to parenthood. Their experience and guidance can make all the difference in your journey. Road to Baby exists to help growing families and creating a life-lasting connection and making dreams a reality. If you're ready to take that first step or just curious to learn more about the process, schedule a free consultation with Road to Baby. Visit www.roadtobaby.com. ROADTOBABY.com. Dumpster Deep Dive is also brought to you by BEAUTYCALLS Waxing Studio. BEAUTYCALLS Waxing Studio in Draper is owned by Kylie, and she truly is the best in the biz with over 500 5-star Google reviews. She really knows how to do a Brazilian, and she also knows how to do any other waxing service between brows, nose, face, armpits, legs. She's got you covered. She is so amazing and makes you feel so comfortable and safe in such a professional environment, but somehow also makes you feel like you guys are best friends. She has luxurious aftercare options and exclusive memberships, giving you a discounted price on product and other waxing services. If you mention Weekly Trash, you will receive an exclusive $10 off your full price service. So hurry and run and get waxed for the holiday season. And make sure to tell Kylie I say hi.
From Highland, Utah. I've lived in Utah my whole entire life. I've lived in like a few different cities,
Yeah.
but I've never moved more than like 10 minutes away.
So you went to Lone Peak, right?
Yep.
Yep. And you have a lot of siblings, a couple of siblings. What's your family like?
So I have an older sister, and then me, and then my younger sister, and then I have a younger stepsister.
So no brothers.
No brothers.
All girls.
All girls.
And are your parents married, divorced?
My parents are divorced. They got divorced 4 years ago.
Oh, so fairly recent.
Yeah, and my mom just got remarried this year, and then he has a daughter. That's my stepdaughter. Or
It's your
sister.
It's your stepdaughter.
Stepsister. And then my dad isn't remarried, but he's been dating the same girl for a few years, so
Gotcha.
basically feels like they are.
What was that divorce like for you? Was that hard?
It was hard, but I think my parents did a really good job of keeping us out of it for the most part. Like, it was mostly between them two, and me and my sisters didn't really know like a whole lot of it.
Yeah.
So it was hard, but it wasn't as hard as it could have been.
Gotcha. So do they both still live close? Like, did you have to go back and forth between families in high school?
I did go back and forth, but we only lived 3 minutes away from each other.
Okay.
So we moved out of our house we were living in. Both my parents moved, but they only moved 3 minutes apart. So it wasn't horrible.
Anything crazy.
No.
When did you start growing your social media? Because obviously you're Gen Z, so you were born with Instagram in your hand, and you've probably always been on Instagram. Like, when did you first get an Instagram?
I got an Instagram for my 13th birthday.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It was what I asked for my birthday was to get Instagram.
To get Instagram. So you've had it since you were 13.
Yep.
When did it start becoming like a big thing for you where you're getting lots of followers and attention?
So I think most of my like Instagram followers came right over from TikTok. Like, that's where it really was, like, where it blew up.
And how old were you when you got TikTok?
I think I was 16, but I didn't post. Actually, I think I got it when I was 15, and then I started posting when I was like 16.
Gotcha.
And that's kind of when it started.
So TikTok blew up first.
Yep.
And that turned into Instagram and TikTok and all that. So yeah, when did that all happen?
So the summer after my junior year, but since I'm young for my grade, I was still 16. So my boyfriend at the time left on a mission, and I had like no other friends. So I was just sitting home alone all summer, so bored. So I just started posting on TikTok like every single day. And then I had one video that blew up, and then since then it's kind of just like consistently I was posting every single day. I was so bored. So then since then it kind of just kept growing.
Because you're at how many on TikTok right now?
1.2.
Oh, is that so crazy?
It's so crazy. Like, when I see the number, I don't really think about it too much. But when I think of like 1 million people.
Over 1 million people.
It's so insane.
That is really insane. Did it ever affect you in school?
Honestly, no. I think I had a following because I was going into my senior year, and I had a following, but it really blew up after I graduated. So I know people knew, like, I knew people were talking about me, but no one ever like directly said anything to me about it.
Yeah.
So I never felt like it really like affected me at school. Like, I knew people were watching my videos, but no one ever said anything to me. So
did your parents feel skeptical about you blowing up on Instagram and TikTok? Because as a mom, like, that would scare me so bad if I knew that hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people were watching my daughter. That would terrify me.
Yeah, it would terrify me too, because I feel like I know more about social media than my mom does.
Yeah.
Like, I think they were more just like, this is crazy. Like, they were so excited for me.
Yeah.
But if it was me and it was my kid, I'd be like, absolutely not.
Really?
Never. Yeah.
That's really interesting. So when you do have kids one day, do you want kids?
I do want kids.
What are going to be your rules with social media, since you are a social media guru?
It's so hard to think about, because like on one side, it's like, it's literally changed my whole entire life, like crazy changed my life. But at the same time, like, there's so many negative things about social media. Like, if it was just up to me, I'd be like, no social media ever for any of my kids. But obviously that's not like reasonable. So I think just having it under control, I would never want my kids to blow up on social media, but I'm not going to like control over that.
What's been the hardest part about blowing up for you?
I think just because I was so young, it's so hard. Like, I was 16. It's so
That's
hard as
so
a
young.
16-year-old girl to like read things online about people who hate me. Like, now I can see, okay, there's going to be haters. Like, that's just part of being on social media. But when I was 16, it's like the most insecure I've ever been in my life. My boyfriend just left. I have no friends. And then, like, suddenly all these people, like, there were a lot of positive things. But of course, there's like the people that hated me. And it was so hard being like only 16.
And did they hate you out of jealousy? Because you don't seem very controversial. Like, I don't feel like you're the kind of girl that's going to do something that is actually worth hating you for.
Yeah, I think it's just like, it's not even like real people. It's more of just like random accounts, like one follower. It's like, you're ugly, which now I'm like, okay, whatever. But like being so young and so new to like social media, it was so hard to read.
So it did affect your mental health then? Or were you able to stay pretty
a little
positive?
bit. For the most part, like I'd say like 99% were nice people saying things. And there's just like one comment, which now I don't care at all. But at the time, like one person saying that felt
it's
really hard.
It's the worst. Like you can have 20 good things, but then that one mean thing wrecks your day.
Yeah.
And it's so stupid how that happens because like you said, so many people were so kind and giving you love, but that one person just ruins it. And it's literally the worst. So when did you start making money from social media?
So the first month I made money was January of 2022. So almost 2 years ago.
So you were a senior?
I was a senior. And I still remember my first like brand deal. It was for a phone case and they paid me $100 for a video. And I was like freaking out because I was like $100 for one. It took me like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like $100. I was working at Marshall's. I made $10 an hour. I'm like, this is 10 hours of working. I was like going crazy.
No, really. So you worked at Marshall's. So you had a job outside of social media.
Yeah. I don't know if I was still, I think I had quit by then, but I had like, I worked at Marshall's for a year and then I had like 4 other jobs in like over 2 months. And then I've just done social media since.
Because I feel like a lot of people assume that you probably come from money.
Yeah, no.
You don't come from money?
I mean, my parents never were like struggling, but I wasn't like rich. My parents never gave me money.
Gotcha.
Ever.
So you had to work for it.
Yeah.
So the house, the car, all these things, that's you.
That's me.
That's so insane.
It's crazy to think about.
What were your parents thinking when you were getting all this money? Were they like, hey, you need to do this with it? Were they trying to like control the way you did it? Or were they like, we trust you, you go do your thing?
They kind of just let me do my own thing. But I've always been like a saver.
Yeah.
Like once I started working at Marshall's, it was like my paychecks were like $200 for 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay, I can spend $10 and $190 needs to go to savings. Like the only money I spent was on gas. That's like all.
Wow.
And then I would just save everything else.
That's impressive. I'm the complete opposite. I literally was so poor until I met my husband because every penny I made went straight to sushi. So you graduate high school and you're like making real money. Mm-hmm. So did you want to go to college? Because you kind of joked that you dropped out of college the first week. Did that actually happen or is that like a facade?
The first week of my second year of college. So I did want to go. I didn't have like something I wanted to go for, but I'm like, oh, all my friends are going to college. Like I'm just going to go to college, you know? And so I had some credits I did in high school and then I did a year. So I had a year and a half done. And then I went back this semester and like after a week, I was like, I hate this. I hate this so bad. I'm not doing this. I dropped all my classes.
What did you think you were going to do with it?
Nothing.
You were just doing it.
I was just going to go.
At UVU?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and Mark was going, so he still is going. But we were taking all of our generals together, so it was fun. Like we got to go to school together, and then he started like taking classes for his degree, and I'm like, I don't want to take classes by myself, so I'm just gonna drop out.
And for those who don't know, Mark is your boyfriend.
Yes, my boyfriend.
And you talked about him on the trip, and you're so in love with him. It's so cute, young love. And how long have you guys been together now? Like over 2 years?
Almost 2 years. In like 2 weeks, it'll be 2 years.
Oh my gosh. Do you feel pressure in Utah to get married?
Honestly, no. I feel more pressure to not get married because my parents got divorced. They got married super young. They knew each other for like 6 months and then it ended not great. So both my parents are like, don't get married. Just wait, and then get married later.
Really?
So I feel more pressure to not get married.
Do you want to get married?
I do, but I want to get married in a few years.
Gotcha. Because you guys don't live together. You bought your house. Mm-hmm. Again, all you. Insane. That's amazing. You bought your house. Why didn't you guys just move in together and like live together?
So I wanted to live with my friends because this is what both of us say. If we're gonna live together for our whole entire lives, we might as well just live with our friends for a little bit first.
I love that.
So he lives with his friends and I live with my friends, and then we hang out all the time,
All the time.
but we don't live together.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And you have a dog.
Yep.
You have a puppy.
Yep.
And how's it being a puppy mom?
It's fun now. The first
Yeah.
2 months, I was literally going crazy.
You're like, why did I get a puppy?
I was, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. I know this is so bad, but I didn't think about it too much before I got him. I was like, I really want a dog. I wanted a dog when I lived in an apartment, but I'm like, I don't want to get a dog and not have a yard to take it out. So I'm like, I'm gonna wait till I have a house. And then I bought a house. So I'm like, the week after I bought my house, I'm like, I'm in a dog. I'm getting one.
You
So
did
I'm
it.
like, I went to go look, and then so cute. I'm like, I can't. So I brought him home with me, and it was hard. It was so hard. I didn't know how hard having a puppy was gonna be, but like he was literally like a baby,
Yeah.
a baby dog.
It's a little prep for you for when you do have kids.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, this is actually hard. I can't leave my house at all because I don't want to leave him in the crate, and he's not potty trained, so I can't just like let him go crazy in the house. So I was home all the time for like 2 months, but now it's super fun. I love having a dog. But the first like 2 months of him being a tiny puppy were super hard.
Oh, I bet. Puppy stage is honestly the worst. They're the cutest, but they're the hardest.
Yeah.
Because now my dogs are like old farts, and I'm like, I love you guys, and like you're so easy, but you're not as cute as you were when you were a puppy.
I know.
Puppies
Even
are-
now, I look back at pictures from like 3 months ago. I'm like, oh my gosh, she was the cutest little thing.
I know.
But I would never go back to that ever. I'd way rather have him a little bit not as cute and a million times easier.
Yeah, just a little bit not as cute. Just a little bit. Okay, I want to talk about you buying your house. What was that process like? Because you're so young. Like when you decided to buy a house, were people looking at you like, oh, is mommy and daddy going to pay for this? Like, did you feel like you were able to handle it?
Yeah, so my lease ended where I was living, and so I was looking for a new place to live, and I'd been doing social media for over a year, so I had a ton of money saved up, and I was like looking for a place to live, and then my dad's like, why don't you just look at buying a house? Because if you have all this money and you're just paying someone to rent, like you could be putting that into a house, like
Yep.
instead of just money's just going nowhere. So I'm like, okay, I'll think about it, and then I started looking at houses. The first house I looked at, I bought.
Oh my goodness.
The first one. I did look at like 2 other houses that same day. And then I was like, nope, let's put an offer on it. Next week, I was like closing on the house.
Shut up. It was that
Moving
quick.
in. It wasn't. So I put an offer down like 2 days after I saw it, got accepted that day. And then I was like going into closing on the house so fast.
Wow.
So
with all the money you were making, did you understand how to like pay taxes and do all of that? Like,
no.
That's so much for a young girl to figure out. Did your parents help you figure that out?
So my stepdad is a lawyer. So he kind of like knew kind of what I was supposed to do. So he helped me, and then we hired someone to do my taxes.
Gotcha.
But I had no idea. Like, I didn't even know I was going to have to pay all this money in taxes.
Yeah, you're like, I can't just spend
They're
this
like,
all.
Save a third of everything you're making, and that money is going to go to taxes. I'm like, it's not going to be that much. And then like taxes roll around, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like a ton of money.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucked.
It sucks. It's a really kind of the worst thing ever. And you're like, what? Where is this going to exactly? Like, why can't I just keep this? I want to keep it.
And the last time I paid taxes before that is when I made like $1,000 in a year.
Right. So it's like
I got money back from that.
Yeah, no, you got a tax return.
I did.
Now that's not.
And now that's gone.
That's not a thing. That's not a thing. So with your money, with your house, your car, what big thing do you want next? Because like at 19, I couldn't even pay for gas. I would have been crazy. I would have been, if I had the success that you had, I would be in trouble. My parents would have to like put me under conservatorship because I would be spending every dime and being crazy with it. Do you feel like you have a good head on your shoulders though? Like that you understand that like this could all be gone in a minute?
Yeah, that's another reason why I like have anxiety about spending money, because I'm like, you never know, like my account gets deleted. That is my job. I have nothing now. So like I'm always worried. Like I try and save everything because I'm like, I could literally not have a job in like a month.
Yeah.
You never know. So I'm like, I'm going to try and save as much as I can. So if that does happen, I am not like screwed.
Yeah. No, that's the scariest part about social media, I think, is the unknown. You don't
Mhm.
really know what's going to come next. You have no idea. And that's really scary. But I mean, at this point, I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon.
I
think
hope
you're,
not.
I think you're in the clear, but it is scary. I feel like you kind of have to have that mindset of this could be gone any minute and be careful. So I'm glad that you do feel that way. You are so young though. You've already done so much. What big goals do you have for yourself?
I really want to start a business.
Okay.
That is my next step. I think I haven't really thought about it too much, but I've kind of wanted to do that since I started doing social media. I don't know if it'd be like clothing or I'm not sure, but that's like what I want to do in the future. Start something.
I think that's great. I think you should for sure. And what does your boyfriend do? What does he want to do?
He's going to be a financial advisor. That's what his dad does. And
Gotcha.
so he wants to work for his dad. And yeah.
Well, that'll be good. You guys will be like a team. You start a business and he can help you
I'm like,
figure out the ins
you
and outs.
can do all my money stuff and I'll make the money.
Exactly. I love that. What do you think keeps you grounded and humble? Because you seem very humble.
The haters.
The haters.
They keep me humble.
Good. We love a good humble hater.
Right. I'm like, whenever I'm feeling good, I'm like, I read something, I'm like, yep, that's probably true. Whatever.
What hater comments do you think hit you the hardest? Because you said before when people say you're ugly, which is hilarious because you're not ugly whatsoever. But is that the one that like gets you the most?
I don't know. Some of them are just so personal. I'm like, how did you even come up with that? Like, you must have put a lot of thought into that because it actually hurt my feelings.
That's so sad.
I mean, for the most part now, I can like brush everything off. I'm like, yeah, it comes with it. It is what it is. But sometimes I read something, I'm like, wow, that was actually rude.
Yeah. So your parents are divorced. You kind of talked about how before we started, I was like, is your mom strict? Because you're like, I'm kind of nervous about the podcast because what if my mom watches it? Like, oh my gosh. And I asked you, is your mom strict? And you said, not really, like now that we aren't Mormon. So you grew up as a member of the church.
Mormon. My family left when I was 14.
Okay.
So I grew up with like very strict parents.
Gotcha.
Like if you were not home 11 o'clock on the dot, your life is over. You cannot be 1 second late. My dad would sit on the porch and wait for me to come home. And if I was like 1 minute late, my life's over.
Really?
Yeah. And like I was never allowed to wear tank tops growing up. No bikinis. That was not even like a thought. Don't even think about that. Like I grew up with very strict parents and they were like doing their best, you know, for what they thought for me. But then my whole family ended up leaving the church when I was like 14. And then all of a sudden it was like all these rules are kind of just like, you can kind of do what you want. So like I could start wearing tank tops, which I was like super excited about. I've literally never worn a tank top.
Were they divorced at this point?
They left the church and got divorced within like 6 months.
Gotcha.
So first left the church, but then very soon after got divorced. But they also got married really fast, really young, like mostly based on the fact that they were both members of the church. So then once you're not anymore, it's like our whole marriage was based off of this.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
So you went from strict to kind of whatever. Did you ever like rebel? Like, did you ever want to like drink and smoke and do all those things?
Never.
My
mom will tell you too, like I was a horrible kid my whole life, like terrible, like not bad, but like I was so mean to my siblings and my mom.
So you were a brat?
I was like, yes, Same. I was a brat.
Okay.
But then I was like the easiest teenager because I never wanted to do anything. Like I was never rebellious ever. I never wanted to do anything. And all of my friends were like super Mormon, you know, so like we would hang out and sit in a parking lot and talk for 5 hours and then I'd come home on time.
You're like, that was fun.
Like we didn't do anything. I would have never even thought to do anything.
Do you want to do it now? I mean, you can't drink. You're only 19. You better not be drinking. But like, do you want to drink in 3 years? 2 years? I can't do math.
Maybe socially, but I've never like had an urge to like be drunk. Like,
yeah,
I never wanted to like go crazy, like get wasted every night. I just never like had an urge to do that.
For sure.
Like, but socially drinking, I understand, like having a drink at dinner or something like that. I'm sure I'll experiment with that. Yeah. But like, I've never wanted to just be like blackout off the walls.
Just shit face.
Never.
Never. It's kind of interesting because you're in Utah and there's so many big influencers in Utah, but like you're the same age as not Dixie, but Charlie D'Amelio.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's crazy to me. you're like in that same realm and, you know, they live in LA and they live in that scene, would you ever want to live in LA?
No.
No.
Never.
You want to stay here?
I don't know if I want to stay here.
Okay.
But I never want to have that life.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You don't want the party, social scene life.
Not for me.
Not
More
for you.
of a homebody.
I like that. I think that's good. I think you need that because have you watched the D'Amelio's documentary? Like their life is kind of like sad. Like the haters really get to them and like it's depressing and I don't think
And she has so many followers. Like what I have, she has 100 times that.
No, that's
like, I can't
crazy.
imagine like the horrible things people say to her. I would never, ever, ever want to be that famous.
No,
ever.
It seems really, really sad. And I guess I can't really relate because I'm not even like close to that level. Like I'm literally nothing. But since you have like a million, you get like a tiny piece of it. Would you say that the money and the success is worth it?
Yes.
Yes.
Right now, for me, yes.
Yes.
If I was her, no.
Gotcha. So there's like a happy medium in there.
Yeah, definitely. I would never want to be to that level of, I can't imagine the horrible things people say and do to her. But for me, it's like just a little taste of it. I can live with that for the money.
Like I can do it. My bank account. That's the thing. Like when you have haters, you just gotta look at your bank account and be like, okay, I can literally live my life and I'm not fazed by your hate. So that's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice that you can be able to turn to that. So you are 19. You have a boyfriend. You have your house. You have all these things. You want to start a business. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
hopefully married.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll be married in the next
Okay.
5 years. Let's see, how old am I going to be? 24.
Because usually when you ask a 19-year-old this, they're like, hopefully I'll be able to buy a house. You've done that. Hopefully I'll be able to buy a car. I've done that. Maybe I'll have a dog. You have one. Like you've done all those things that people usually do when they're like 25.
I feel like the next thing on the list is to get married.
Yeah, get married.
Which I don't want to get married like super young. Like people are like, oh my gosh, she's 19 and she's married. Because I feel like that happens like really common here.
Oh, very common. I was 20. So I got engaged at 19.
Yeah, that's crazy. Me, I could not be engaged right now. I feel like I'm like 15 years old inside. Like sometimes I feel like I'm older, but then I'm like, if I was engaged right now, oh no. No.
No. You're like, I can't.
But in the next 5 years, I'm sure
yeah,
we'll be married by then.
and you want kids?
Yeah. I want a lot of kids.
You want a lot of kids?
I mean, not a ton, but 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Girl, if you think a puppy was hard. But I will say, like, motherhood is the greatest thing ever, and you'll love it. But definitely take your time. Like, you aren't in any rush.
Yeah.
But in 5 years, would you want to have a baby?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
I don't want to like push it, but
Okay.
like if we were married and I really wanted a kid, like I feel like at 24, that's not like insanely young to have
No.
a kid.
No. Okay. So 5-year plan, be married,
Baby.
possibly a baby. And be in Utah or no?
Maybe.
Where would you move if you didn't live in Utah?
I don't know. I was just thinking about this morning. I've always like had a dream to not live in Utah, but I've never actually been like brave enough to do it.
Yeah.
Like my whole family is here. Mark's here. Mark's whole family is here. Like I don't know if we'd actually want to move away, but if I did, definitely before I had kids, and I'd probably move back by the time I was having kids.
Where would you move?
Somewhere with a beach.
Okay, so like Hawaii. I feel like everyone in Utah moves to Hawaii for like 2 years or something.
Mark's sister lives in Hawaii.
See, what is it about Hawaii that us Utahns just like gravitate
BYU
to Hawaii?
Hawaii is there.
I know, but like, I wouldn't want to live on that island. I'd want to live on probably Kauai.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's like nothing there. Maybe Maui. I'd want to live in Maui. It's very
I just
touristy
went to Maui.
though. It's very
fun.
touristy, but it's so much fun. I love it.
If I didn't live somewhere like that, then like Florida.
Florida would be fun.
Florida looks so fun. I love Florida.
It's so pretty. Do you travel a lot? Like, what do you do during the day? Because like you don't, obviously you TikTok, that's a job.
Mm-hmm.
But like when that's said and done, like what things do you do throughout the day when Mark's at school?
Nothing.
just hang out with the dog?
I hang out with my dog. Usually I have a few videos I have to do every day. And
Yeah.
then he gets off school by like 1.
Oh,
so
okay.
then we just hang out all the time.
Do you have any fun trips planned for yourself?
No, I just got back from Hawaii like a few weeks ago. We went to Disneyland right before that. And then we had like the worst travel day ever on the way home. We had a 13-hour layover. So now I'm like, I don't want to travel for like 5 months.
Yeah. Have you been out of the country?
Yeah, I've been to Mexico,
Okay.
but never anywhere else.
Do you have any desire to like go to Paris or anything like that?
I
'Cause
want to
that'd
go
be
to
fun.
Greece. That's my dream.
You
I think
should.
me and Mark want to go there for our honeymoon.
Okay.
When we get married.
Gotcha.
In 5 years.
In 5 years. Less than 5 years because you want to possibly have a
3
baby.
years.
Okay, 3 years. We'll give it 3 years. Okay. What do you want people to get out of following you on social media? It's a deep question.
I got to think about this one.
Because your content's very like day-to-day lifestyle, happy. What do you hope people take from that?
I just feel like I try and post things that are just like fun, entertaining to watch. Like I like watching what other people do during the day.
Yeah.
Like it's just entertaining. And I don't know if it's more of like I'm trying to make them feel something or just like showing kind of what my life is. But also I love that I'm going to always have this to look back on. Like in 5 years, I'll be like, what was I doing 5 years ago? And it's like, oh, here's every single day of your life. From morning to night, every single day of your life. Here it is. Yeah. And even like 2 years ago, like I was in high school, which feels so crazy that was only 2 years ago. But then I'm like, oh, I forgot all of this happened. And I watch a video and it's like, this is literally what my life was. This is crazy.
No, that is crazy. When you do have kids, in 5 years maybe, do you want to film that? Like, do you want your kids to be on Instagram and TikTok?
No.
If
I had kids when I was still doing social media, I would not post them at all.
And why?
It's just scary. Like, one, just for privacy. Like, I don't know if my mom was posting my like every move when I was little, and now it's like, oh, all these people know like I was pooping my pants when I was little. Yeah. Like, there's
no, I agree.
Like, I understand not posting embarrassing things, but also just I don't want people to just know what my kids' lives are. Like, I just feel like that's so private. Like, if you're in my life personally, then you can see whatever. But if you're just some random stranger on the internet, like you don't need to see what my kid's doing.
I agree. It's interesting to talk to somebody so young who feels this way. Because like I said, Gen Z, your generation, grew up with Instagram and TikTok and social media. And I'm interested to see how you guys raise your kids. Because the millennials, we kind of grew up with it, but not really. And so I feel like some of us post about our kids a ton and others don't post at all because we don't really know the effects. But you guys are starting to kind of figure out the effects of growing up on social media.
Yeah. The other thing is, like, if I'm out in public, I don't want this to sound conceited, but like people come up to me all the time, and like I wouldn't want someone to recognize my kid and like, no, oh, that's Hallie's kid. Like, yeah. I just feel like they don't need to know my kids.
No,
like, and
I totally agree.
It's like my account to post about myself. Like, this isn't like me and my kids, you know?
I agree. And I hope that majority of your generation and your friends feel that way. Because do you have friends that are married and have kids?
I have one friend that's married.
Okay.
Most of my friends are in relationships, but no one's married yet.
No one has kids.
No kids.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how you guys all raise your kids because social media is like all you know.
Yeah. If I didn't have a following, like if it was just my friends and family that followed me, I would totally post my kids.
Yeah.
But since there's just so many random people, I'm sure there's some creepers that follow me. Like, I don't go through every single person that follows me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I wouldn't want to post my kids on that. Maybe I thought about this too. Maybe like by the time I'm that age, I'll have a private account for like friends and family. And that way, like my grandparents can see my kids, like pictures of my kids and stuff without the whole world seeing my kids.
No, that's how I am. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I have my private account so I can like go through and filter out who's following me. And it's kind of scary too, because I'll get requests and I'll be like, the fact that if I didn't have requests, this psycho weirdo looking person, I sound so judgmental, but like they look freaky, could just like follow me and see everything about my life and my kids, freaks me out and like grosses me out kind of. I don't like it.
Yeah, I feel like that too.
So I'm glad you feel that way because I think that's important. So the last question I want to ask you is, what advice would you give to young girls who are maybe junior in high school like you were when you started that want to be at your level?
I think like advice to like gain a following is consistency. Like I was posting every single time like 4 times a day, or every single day like 4 times a day. Like, so if one video does bad in a day, there's like 3 others. Yeah. Like all those ones could do good. But if you just posted that one, it's like, oh, that did bad. And then like there's just no views for that day. And then like mentally it's just like, do not listen to the haters. Don't read Reddit. Don't read it.
No.
I made that mistake, and no, don't read it.
No, don't.
But there's so many, like, for every one person that's like so mean, says something, whatever, there's so many people that are on the other side of that. So if I could give myself advice, I'd say, first off, just don't care about those comments. Like, it just doesn't matter. Second off, don't read Reddit.
Don't read Reddit. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number one for a lot of people. But you said like you're consistent. And I will say like people can be consistent, but they still might not have the it factor. Like you have the it factor, and like that's why you blew up. And I feel like a lot of times people don't give themselves enough credit when they are big on social media. They're like, well, I was really consistent. But like a lot of people are really consistent and they still don't get to be as successful as you. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you have a talent, or do you really feel like it was just because you were consistent?
I don't feel like I have like a talent, but I think along with being consistent, you have to be entertaining. Because like if you're just doing nothing, like no one wants to watch that. Like
yeah.
I'll think of what videos would I specifically want to watch and then make something that's similar like that. But if you're just posting something that's like bad lighting, it's really slow, there's no like catch to it, like no one's going to want to watch that. You have to be like entertaining.
That's a talent that you know that though. And that you like were driven enough to figure that out and do that. So I hope you know that you are talented.
Oh, thanks.
And like, don't just put it off as like, I was consistent and I like had good lighting. Like, no, you were talented. And like, that's why you have the success you have. So don't forget that you are talented.
I remember.
Okay. You are talented.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks for letting me dumpster deep dive you. Now it's time for personal trash. We're going to take out our trash of the week. Personal Trash is brought to you by Jay-Z Styles Co. Jay-Z Styles Co. is a full-service salon and extension company based in Utah County. Their goal is to help everyone feel confident, beautiful, and radiant. And what better way to do that than with some bomb hair? Jay-Z Styles offers 30 different shades of hair extensions, multiple methods so you can find the right fit for your hair, and is proud to offer top quality that will last. They also launched a hair care line this year, starting with a daily moisturizing shampoo and conditioner, the Prenup shampoo and Sugar Daddy conditioner, which I have been using for over 2 months and love. I'm really particular with my shampoo and conditioner because I have really curly hair, and so I need something that's going to give my hair volume but also detangle it, and this stuff is so good and also smells so good. They also have their Rose Hair Shine Serum to keep your extensions and your natural hair soft and shiny, which is also very important to me and also smells amazing. Anyone who calls Jay-Z Styles Salon and books an appointment mentioning Weekly Trash will receive 10% off their service. So hurry and run to Jay-Z Styles, get your hair done for the holidays. Treat yourself. You deserve it. And Jay-Z Styles is going to make sure that you leave feeling so beautiful. What has this week been like for you? Anything? Absolutely not.
Yeah, I've never been to one before.
Well, that's
not
fun.
my favorite date, but it was okay.
It's just like a time to like go out and waste some time.
Mm-hmm.
How much was it?
It was like $50 for each couple, so it was $100, I think, for the 4 of us.
That's crazy.
I know. Like we went to dinner before too. I'm like, sorry.
Whoever came up with that though is genius, to just like charge people to get
out
locked in a room. Mm-hmm. I should start my own.
You should start an escape room.
Just like come into my podcast room. I'm gonna lock the door.
Try and find your way out.
No, really though. That would be fun. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should
should.
do that. What else? I'm trying to think of my personal trash. Thanksgiving. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm going to my grandparents' house, and
Okay.
then I'm going to Mark's aunt's house.
That'll be fun. What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Turkey and mashed potatoes.
You like the turkey?
I love turkey.
I don't like turkey.
Oh, I love turkey. I hate stuffing though. I hate it.
I love stuffing.
I would rather throw up than eat that.
Okay, but I like the box stuffing, like the really cheap Stouffer's stuffing where you just add water and butter and it's
I hate
so
all
good.
stuffing.
Oh,
Hate
I
it.
love it.
Every time I'm like, I'm gonna try it. Like maybe it will be good. Every time I hate it.
Agree to disagree.
But I do love turkey. Love it.
Do you like cranberry sauce on it?
Yes.
Okay. Because that's like how I have to have turkey because turkey's kind of dry.
Oh, I love turkey. I hate ham though.
Honey baked ham is my favorite.
I can't eat it. I hate it. I don't know why, but like turkey is like my favorite food.
No way. Well, that's good. It's healthy.
I love it.
I like the rolls and I like the stuffing. Mashed potatoes are the best.
Oh, I like rolls too.
I have to make the mashed potatoes. Are you making anything for these dinners or do you just get to come?
No, I just go and enjoy.
Love it. Are you going to do like a Friendsgiving?
Yeah, we're doing one tonight actually.
Oh, that's exciting. That's some personal trash.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Who's all coming? All the friends, all the gang?
It's not mine. I'm going to someone
Oh,
else's.
okay.
So I'm not
Gotcha.
exactly sure who's all going to be there.
And do you have to bring anything?
Yes, I have not decided what I'm going to bring yet.
And it's tonight?
I think it's at 7. So I'll figure out after this.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Did they not give you like a list of like things you could bring?
No,
You just have to like
just bring something you love.
bring something. What if everybody brings mashed potatoes?
We're going to have a lot of mashed potatoes.
Just everyone. I love mashed potatoes too. I brought it too.
Love mashed potatoes. I could honestly go for that.
But like that kind of takes some prep. Have you made mashed potatoes before?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how to cook for yourself?
I can cook like 4 things for myself.
Okay.
I mostly just eat out.
Honestly, same. So it's fine.
It's so much easier, and it's like it's cheaper to go make or go get a cheeseburger than to buy all the stuff to make it.
Absolutely. And then you have to clean too.
I know.
No one wants to clean.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe you should make some mashed potatoes. No, you know what you should make? Cornbread. Do you like
Oh,
cornbread?
I love cornbread.
I feel like cornbread is so overrated. Underrated. Nobody ever makes cornbread.
For my birthday one year, I wanted cornbread instead of cake.
It's
dead serious.
Okay, you should make cornbread and
Okay,
take
I'm
it to
going
the
to.
thing.
I'm going to.
Go get is it the Jiffy cornbread in a box?
Yeah, I'm
It's
going to go get that.
And it's so good.
I'm going to stop on the way home after
Yes.
this. Get some
Cornbread and get honey butter. Because nobody ever has that. I always make cornbread for Thanksgiving dinner, but I feel like that's not a common thing that people make.
I love cornbread.
Cornbread's so good. There you go. Go get some cornbread.
I'll
Make
go
some
get some.
cornbread. I have people staying with me this week for Thanksgiving, how many rooms are in your house?
4.
4.
And I have 2 roommates and then me, so I have an empty bedroom.
Do you ever like let people spend the night?
No.
No? You're like, just even have a bed in it?
No.
No.
The people that spend the night live with me.
Gotcha.
So.
Gotcha. Because I don't love having people spend the night. I mean, I like hosting, but it like stresses me out knowing that like I have to be the host. Like I like it, but at the same time, I'm like, wait, I need to make sure you have clean towels and I need to make sure that there's food in the fridge that you might like. So I don't know how I'm going to handle a week of being a host, but I'm going to try. Yeah. A week.
Yeah, I don't like hosting things at my house. Well, I could host it at my house, but if someone else is hosting it at my house, that's okay.
Yeah. You're like, I don't want to be in charge.
I don't like being the center of like, I have to entertain everyone. And
Yeah.
if they're not entertained, it's like it was my thing that
Yeah.
people weren't entertained.
Yeah, no. It stresses me out. Stresses me out. I'm also on my period. Heaviest period of my life.
That's horrible.
I'm going to tell you something. After babies, it gets worse. Your periods get worse.
I don't want to know it.
Last night, I bled through 3 pairs of pants.
Oh my gosh.
3 pairs of pants. I was like, oh my gosh, like what is happening? Like I lost like 7 pounds in blood. I'm not even kidding. It was so much.
That's horrible.
And I was doing like
Do you
the
have horrible
super
cramps?
plus. I get really bad cramps before my period, but not on my period.
I get horrible cramps on my period.
Really?
Like
Even
horrible.
like
I can't get out of my bed. Horrible.
Oh, I'm
So bad.
scared for you then for after babies.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't get worse for me.
Because I never had cramps until after babies.
Oh, I have them so bad. I've had them ever since I got my period. I got in 7th grade. I was literally 11 years old, and I had horrible periods. Like, stay home from school, horrible.
11 years old. Oh
Yes.
my gosh. When did you learn how to put in a tampon?
11 years old. And
You're so brave.
My mom was out of town, so my dad had to teach.
Your dad had to teach you? Oh my gosh,
like,
my dad
through
would
the door,
not know.
like, hello.
How did you figure that out? That's impressive.
I had an older sister also.
Because I was deathly afraid of tampons.
Oh, not me. I was scared of blood. So I was like, whatever I have to do to get this blood away, I'll do it.
I wore a pad for like a hot minute.
Oh,
like
I've never worn
probably
a
a year.
pad.
I remember the first tampon I put in is because I wanted to go swimming.
Mm.
And everyone was swimming and I wanted to go. And I was like, I can't put a tampon in. So my friends, my friend's sister's friend, Hannah, if you're listening, freaking helped me stick a tampon up in there because I was like, I want to go swimming so bad, but I was so scared.
Oh, I was never scared to put a tampon in, but I was terrified of blood. So I'm like, whatever I have to do, I'll do it.
Gosh, that's impressive. 11 years old and a tampon.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Yeah, couldn't be me. Could not
I had
be
some
me.
friends that didn't use tampons for like 4 years after they got their period.
Okay, that's like, I couldn't. I know people who still like don't use tampons, and I'm like, you're literally sitting in your own blood.
Have
like,
you ever used a Diva cup?
No, but
I
like
haven't either.
those scare me too.
Me too. I got sent one in a PR package, and every time I get my period, I'm like, I'm just gonna try it.
Yeah.
Never try it. I'm too scared.
Well, I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to get it in there right. Like they're like, you need to fold it a certain way. Well, I'm like, how do I know I'm folding it the right way? And what if it goes in there and it ends up not catching anything, and then I'm walking around just bleeding everywhere?
I'm not scared of putting it in. I'm scared of getting it out. Like I feel like
That
it would get
too.
stuck. I wouldn't be able to get it out.
That too. No, that's terrifying. No, the whole bloody cup thing, it stresses me out. But I want to try it because tampons are not good for you.
I know.
Apparently there's a lot of toxins in them, like everything else in the world. And I want to learn how to do the cups, but it really scares me. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like
Never
it.
tried, but
like
maybe
it.
sometime in the future I will.
Do you watch TV?
Yeah.
What TV do you watch?
I've been watching Dancing with the Stars every week.
Yes. Go Riley and Harry.
Golden Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise.
Okay. Bachelor in Paradise, do not watch. I stopped watching when Chris Harrison left, but I used to be a Bachelor girly, like die hard. And then Bachelor or Golden Bachelor, everyone talks about it, but I haven't watched it.
It's sad. Like you will cry.
That's the thing. Like,
every
people
episode.
say they cry, and I'm like, I don't want to feel sad.
It's really sad. I wouldn't watch it if you don't want to feel sad.
Okay, I don't want to feel sad. Isn't there like 3 people left or
There's 2? I know. And it's sad. Like the clips it shows is like him crying about having to send one of them
because
home.
when they send him home, it's like, you're going to go die. Like you're old.
Well, and their thing is like his last chance at love.
No,
they're
exactly.
like 70.
It's like, this is your last shot. Like,
sorry you
home.
didn't win.
No, it's so sad. Like these 20-year-olds,
sad.
they just get Instagram famous and then they're fine. But
they have their whole lives to find someone else. These people are old. It's sad.
I don't like that. I don't
really
like
sad.
that.
Don't watch it.
Okay, I'm not.
It's really sad.
I can't watch that. I've been watching Selling Sunset.
Oh, I haven't watched it, but I've heard it's really good.
It's good. It's interesting. Like, I feel like Selling Sunset is really scripted. Like, it doesn't seem like it's real reality TV, which reality TV is never real, but it just seems very scripted compared to a lot of the other reality shows out there, like Golden Bachelor or like Paradise. I don't know. It's a lot of drama, but it just seems like a lot of fake drama. Like, I don't know how much of it is real.
Yeah.
But that's kind of
watched
fun TV to watch, is the trash of reality TV.
I love reality TV.
So good. So good.
I love the like tune in every week for the next episode. They get me. I tune in every week.
Every week. Do you have like a comfort show?
Gilmore Girls.
Really?
Yes. I've seen
Gilmore
it
Girls.
probably 10 times all the way through. There's 8 seasons.
That's like an old soul show. I've only watched it once, but I watched it when it was actually on television because I'm an old lady compared to you. But I haven't seen it since. But maybe I should go back and rewatch it.
It's so good. My older sister used to watch it with her best friend, and she wouldn't let me and my little sister like come in the room with her. So we'd hide behind the couch and watch it. And that's like my first time I watched it. And now I just watch it like it's like a background show. I'll turn it on whenever I'm doing something, and it's just like my favorite ever.
How old is your older sister?
She's 21.
Okay. So you guys are only like 2 years apart.
I'm 2 years and 4 months from both my sisters.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
So you guys are like back. Are you guys really close?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever not been close?
I feel like when I was younger, I was closer to my older sister because my little sister was like too small to play with us for a while. And like when we would watch like shows, she was like uninterested.
Yeah.
And then once my older sister got older and like wanted to start hanging out with friends instead of like with our sisters, then me and my younger sister got really close.
Gotcha.
But I love being the middle child because since I have sisters, I feel like I am closer to like both of them
Yeah.
than they are to like each other.
You're like, hee hee.
I'm like, am I both of your favorite sisters?
Like, I'm the favorite. Are your sisters into social media?
No.
No. Do you ever like, or do they ever be like, hey, can you hook it up and like get us some free stuff?
Oh, I give my sisters everything I get.
That's so nice.
I get a lot of stuff, which I love. It's so fun to just get random packages. But I get so many things that I don't use. Like, I can't use everything I get. So I give all of it to my sister.
Oh, you would be the best sister to have.
She loves it. She gets all my clothes too.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're a really nice sister. That's really nice. What are you going to ask for Christmas? Like what? You could get anything you wanted already. So like what is somebody going to buy you for Christmas?
I asked for a car wash membership.
Okay. That's a good. You don't already have that?
No. But that's what I asked for
Yes,
Christmas.
you absolutely need that.
And I asked for Amazon Prime. I don't have Amazon Prime. I use my mom's Amazon. Me and my mom have shared Amazon for forever. And then she's like, I don't like that you have my Amazon because I can't buy you Christmas presents on Amazon because you can see it. So she told me for Christmas she's getting me my own Amazon Prime.
Yeah. Okay. That, and maybe she's trying to order some sexy things and she just only see
She doesn't want me to see it.
She's like, I don't like that you can see that I'm ordering all these sex toys and now you're going to see that. Do you have a really open relationship with your mom?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys talk about everything?
Yeah.
I love that. That's how I'm with my mom. And I feel like that's kind of not common with a lot of girls. And that makes me sad because I love my mom. If
my family hadn't ever left the church, I don't know if I would, just because I think I'd be scared to tell my mom some things.
Really?
Like scared of like still getting in trouble or something. But because she's so much less strict now, it's like, oh, well, now I can tell you anything. So I'll just tell you.
Like, let's just talk.
Uh-huh.
That's nice though. I love that. I'm trying to think of any other personal trash. Oh, I'm literally going bald.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You have like 5 feet of hair.
This is sewn into my head. This is not my hair. This is
what?
Not my hair.
Oh, I would have never guessed.
No, yeah, because I make it look very natural because I've had it since I was literally 13. I've had hair extensions.
Do you have like the sew-in ones?
Yes, the wefts.
I had those for like 3 months. I had to get rid of them. I hated them.
Oh, see, I don't know anything different. I feel like if
you can't even brush your hair.
See, I feel like if you've never had them, it would bug you because you can't like really like run your hands through your head. But like I've had it for so long that I just am so used to it and I just brush right through it. It just feels like my head. Like I wouldn't even know what my head felt like without this sewn into my head.
It's the best feeling in the world. When I got my extensions out, I was like, I can like be happy again.
Hallelujah.
Like I could not even touch my hair when I had my extensions in.
Okay, maybe you just had really bad extensions because...
No, they were good, but like I just hated, like I touch my hair so often and like you can't just like brush straight down. Like you have to be careful not to like
unless you're me and you just...
And like even putting my hair up, I felt like you could see like, oh
the
my gosh, I hated
spots.
having extensions.
Yeah, no, my hair is so thin on top. I don't know if it's like my postpartum or if it's, I'm doing that shot that everyone is doing, the weight loss shot. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh my gosh, this just shows how much younger you are than me because nobody your age is taking it. It's called Ozempic.
Oh, I have.
Or like semaglutide or tirzepatide.
I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it.
Oh my gosh, I'm dying. So yeah, I'm taking tirzepatide, which is a weight loss shot. And I guess sometimes you can lose hair with that too. So between my hormones, postpartum, and that, my scalp is so thin. I'm like putting freaking like colored dry shampoo to match my hair to make it look like I have thick hair.
Oh, I would never notice.
Okay, well that makes me feel
I
good.
wouldn't even know you had extensions.
Oh my gosh.
I would have never guessed.
Thank you.
They look real. They look good.
Thank you so much. Well, do you have any other personal trash you want to share before Trash Topic Can? Any other exciting things going on?
Not really.
Not really? Then let's do Trash Topic Can.
Oh boy, I'm scared.
I'm scared too because I don't know which ones are in here right now. Trash Topic Can is brought to you by Bucked Up. Are you ready to supercharge your fitness journey? Because at Bucked Up, they are on a mission to help you reach new heights in your health and fitness goals. Their commitment to excellence and integrity drives them to deliver top-notch supplements and fitness products that are formulated with the highest quality ingredients, backed by the latest scientific research, innovative and effective for peak performance, promoting overall wellness and energizing your workouts. I have been using Bucked Up for over 7 years, and my favorite pre-workout I've ever tried by far is their sour gummy. Love the taste, but honestly, every single one is so good. And solid solid bonus is the good old regularity of my bowel movements, if you know what I mean. With Bucked Up, you're not just getting a product, you're joining a community that's dedicated to your success. They are here to inspire and support you on your journey to a healthier, more active lifestyle. Use code WeeklyTrash20 at checkout for an exclusive 20% off your purchase at buckedup.com. BUCKEDUP.com.
I'm really scared. Okay, I'm just gonna. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, you read it and we'll both answer it.
Okay. Oh, I'm scared.
Maybe we'll do 2 if this one's lame.
Oh, biggest dumb blonde moment.
Oh,
I gotta think about this.
okay. Let me think. I can go first. Let me think about. Oh, okay. My biggest dumb blonde moment actually happened yesterday, but I have 2. Okay. The one that happened yesterday. Do you know how many inches are in a foot?
12. I saw this on your story.
Yes. But did you
How
know
do you
before
not
that?
know how many? Yes, I knew. I learned that in like 1st grade.
I don't pay attention to school. I don't know anything.
Oh my gosh.
And I was sitting there because it was snowing yesterday, and I was like, babe, like there's a lot of snow. Like, how many inches do you think we're gonna get? And he's like, I don't know, like maybe like 5. And I was like, so how many inches are in a foot? Because I was gonna tell Instagram like we might get a foot of snow. But I had to make sure that it was like the right amount of, inches. And he goes, are you freaking serious? And I'm like, is it 16? And I'm trying to think of like how long a foot long is at Subway. And so I'm like, inches. I'm with my finger making little marks. I'm like, okay, inch. I'm like, is it 8? Is it 8? And he's like, oh my gosh, Josie, you are so, you're joking, right? Like, this isn't serious. And I'm like, no, like literally how many inches are in a foot? And he was like, I can't, like, no. So I Googled it. It's 12.
I saw that.
So that was a dumb blonde. That was a dumb blonde moment. But I think my dumbest dumb blonde moment was, I think I was in high school, maybe 14 or 15. It was like my freshman or sophomore year. We were driving to Washington. Okay. Mm-hmm. My sister's 5 years younger than me. Okay. So at this point, she's 11. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going to Washington. I think we were actually going for Thanksgiving. So we're going to Washington. I was like, talking to my Twitter, maybe. I don't know what app it was. Maybe it was Snapchat. I was like, we're going to Washington. I can't wait to see the White House. Literally.
Dead serious.
Dead ass serious. Thought that the White House was in Washington.
Right.
Washington, D.C.
I feel like the inches thing is worse than that.
But I literally thought that the White House was in Washington. And my 11-year-old sister was like, you are so stupid, Josie. The White House is not in Washington. Like, we're going to the state Washington, not Washington, D.C. Thought those were the same thing. So that's 2 of my dumbest blonde moments ever.
I'm having anxiety because I know I've done like 50 million dumb things.
But you can't think of one.
I'm trying to think of one on the spot.
No, it's hard to think about. It's really hard to think about.
I have a lot to choose from too. I'm blanking.
You're like, this is your dumb blonde moment. This
is my dumb blonde moment, is that I can't think.
You can't think of any of your dumb blonde moments. Because and I feel like that's so offensive to blondes. Like, you're so dumb, like dumb blondes. But, I would say majority of my friends who are like dumber are blonde. So I love them. But
is it like statistically proven?
Let's look it up. Shall we look it up?
Are blondes dumber?
Are blondes dumber?
I used to be blonde, so.
Do blondes have more fun? I think brunettes have more fun. Are blondes dumber? Okay, you think about your dumb blonde moment.
We're gonna have to crop this part out of me thinking.
No, we can crop anything. Blondes. Okay, wait. I can't spell. This is my dumb blonde moment. Okay, I can't speak. Are blondes more dumb? See, this is a very much of a common question.
I'm like really having anxiety that I can't think.
Okay, well, you don't have to think about anything. Okay, are blondes more dumb? Okay. No joke. Blondes aren't dumb. Science says.
Okay.
Oh, that's Ohio State's. They did a study apparently in Ohio, and it said that blondes are not dumber. The dumb blonde stereotype is simply wrong, according to a new national study of young baby boomers.
Perfect.
Okay. The study provides compelling evidence that there shouldn't be any discrimination against blondes based on their intelligence. Okay, guys, we're sorry. You guys aren't dumb.
Can I pick another question?
Yeah, I'll pick it.
Okay.
Let's see what it is.
I'll think of one.
You ready?
I'm ready.
2 truths and a lie. We have to spot the lie.
Okay.
Have you ever played this?
Yeah, but I just told what I usually use for it. I was going to say I don't have any brothers, but I just said that. So you got to think of another.
You need to think of another one. Okay. I'll go first.
Okay.
I was born in Russia. I'm left-handed, and I have
Is this your lie?
and I had braces.
You never had braces.
I had braces.
Okay, so that was like a fake thinking of a lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really good at this game.
So you were not born in Russia?
Correct. I was
Okay.
not born in Russia. I don't know where that came out of, but that was a really good lie.
Okay.
Because did it sound legit for a second?
It did because you thought of it so fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, usually I say I don't have any brothers. Oh, and usually I say that I've been to Italy, and I just said I've never been anywhere.
Yeah.
But, okay, so I got to think of some more
Here you
lies.
Here you go. You got this.
Okay.
You only need to think of one lie. 2 truths, 1 lie.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm horrible at these questions.
Just start with your truth.
No, because then it gives.
Yeah, okay. Don't start with your truth.
Okay.
Or start with your truth. I don't know.
Okay. My first car, a Honda Civic.
Okay.
When I was born, my eyes were blue. And let me think of a third one. My birthday is August 27th.
Your first car was not a Honda Civic.
Yeah, but I lied twice. I can't play this
so
game.
You did 2 lies and 1 truth.
I forgot. My birthday's August 29th, but I
You
forgot that I
your
already
birthday?
lied. No, I forgot I already lied. So
Oh.
I was saying a different one.
This is your dumb blonde
This
moment.
is my dumb blonde moment. Okay, put this in. This is my dumb blonde moment. I played
this is
2
in.
lies and
We're-
a truth.
We're keeping all of this in. This is all staying in. I freaking love
Oh my
it.
gosh, this
Okay.
is embarrassing.
No, it's actually great content, and I love it. I think now we should do the opposite. 2 lies.
I already played this game.
Yeah, but I did it.
Okay, I'll play 2 truths now.
and I'll do 2 lies, and
Okay.
you have to spot the truth.
Okay, I'll spot the truth.
Okay. I am allergic to shellfish. I love The Office, the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And my maiden last name is Crocklin.
Only one of these is true.
Only one of these is true.
Okay, I'm gonna say you are allergic to shellfish.
Wrong.
Dang it!
Wrong.
You don't love The Office?
I do love The Office.
Oh wait, I'm playing the other game.
Are we confusing the hell out of everybody? The truth is, I love The Office.
Okay.
So now you have to give me 2 truths.
2 truths and a lie.
And only 1 lie.
Okay. Let me think about this. My hair used to be down past my waist.
Okay.
I was a twin, but the other one passed away in the womb.
I don't know why I'm going to laugh because that's not sad. That's really sad. It's not funny.
My middle name is Lily.
Okay, I have to spot the truth.
Yeah.
No, I have to
Spot the lie.
I have to spot the
one
lie.
of those is a lie.
Your middle name is Lily.
That's the lie. Yeah.
I got it. Okay, what's your middle name?
Anne.
Anne.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but you were a twin.
I was, but the other one
Didn't make it.
Like
That's how my sister
very
was.
Shortly was a thing.
That's how my sister was too. Like my mom had a miscarriage. Then she went into a doctor's appointment. They're like, "You're still 4 months pregnant," and she was like, "How is that possible? I had a miscarriage." And they were like, "It must have been
Gosh.
twins."
That's crazy. Mine's
Yeah.
not that crazy.
Oh.
My family just jokes that I ate the other twin. That's
Oh.
like my family.
No, that is crazier. Actually, if you did.
Like I absorbed the other one.
How
Which
do
is
you-
a real thing.
Yeah. How do you know if you did or not?
I don't know. I could have.
You really could have.
I really could have.
That's scary.
Scary.
You're a human eater.
That's my family's joke my whole life is I ate my twin.
But like, do they know if you did? No.
I didn't eat it, but I might have absorbed it.
Okay. That's so crazy.
Unconfirmed.
That's so crazy that like that could happen. That could
I
be a thing.
know.
Oh my gosh. Well, Hallie, thank you so much for coming on Weekly Trash. This was so much fun.
Thanks for having me.
Have fun at your Thanksgiving dinner and make sure that you make cornbread.
I will be making cornbread.
Please
right
make
after
cornbread.
this.
Everybody have the most amazing Thanksgiving. Oh, let's finish with something we're thankful for.
Okay.
Because of Thanksgiving, what are you thankful for?
Oh, so many things to be thankful for. I am thankful that you brought me on your podcast for Thanksgiving week.
I love that. That's so sweet. Thanks.
And my family.
And your family. I love it. I'm thankful for my body. I'm thankful for my body for blessing me with babies and my legs that help me walk. I feel like we underestimate like how grateful we are just to be able to walk and like move our bodies. So I'm grateful for my body, and I'm grateful that you came on my show.
Wow. Yours is way better than mine.
No. It needed to be a little bit better. I mean, this is my show. I have to have like a good thing to be thankful for. You gotta one-up me a little bit. And like, I am almost 10 years older than you. I should be a little bit better at thinking of things I'm grateful for. But I mean, I'm grateful for you for coming. Thank you so much. And I hope you guys remember what you're grateful for. But most of all, do not forget to take out your trash. Bye.